Namaste Bante, and good morning everyone, depending on your location. Welcome to the lesson on Paticca Samuppada, Part 2. I'm Tom, I'm the meeting co-host today. May we invite Bante to start the teaching, please? Sādhu, Sādhu, Sādhu.
Before we start giving Dhamma talks, we will pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today we have to continue Paticca Samuppada, the dependent originations. As everybody has known Paticca Samuppada, the dependent origination, we have to know many different methods. In the dependent originations, we have 5 methods. As we have daily chants, Vijja Bhajja Sankara, from Avijja to Charamana and so forth. That is the first method. From time to time, the one also used from the end to the beginning. Sometimes from middle to the beginning, we also say middle to the end. Today, I will use the fifth method. We can also say 5 aggregate methods. As a Buddhist, we are very familiar with the 5 aggregates. So they are Rupa Khanda, the material aggregates. It covers all 28 types of materialities, as we have discussed earlier. We also have Vedana Khanda, the feeling aggregates. So feeling alone cannot arise. It will arise together with all other mental factors and consciousness. That is why it's called aggregate. But we emphasize on the feeling. Then Sanya Khanda, the perception aggregate. The perception is also a mental factor. It cannot arise alone. It will arise together with associated mental factors and consciousness. The next one is Sankhara Khanda, the formation aggregate. So all the remaining mental factors, including feeling and perceptions, are considered as Sankhara Khanda, the formation aggregate. Sometimes we also use Cetana as formation aggregate. So we have 3 mental factors as 3 aggregates. Finally, we have Vijnana Khanda, the consciousness aggregate. This is a consciousness. We can also say mind aggregate. So in every single mind moment, we have 5 aggregates. This is mind to mental process. As we have learned earlier, Mami Manodvara Vajana, mind to adverting consciousness. Ja means, J means impulsion consciousnesses, impulsion mind moments, and Dami, registering minds, and also BHME, this is a Bhavanga mind moment. We can also understand as life continuum. So when we are going to talk about 5 aggregates, the 5 aggregate can arise any single mind moment. there can be 5 aggregates in the mind of advanced mind moment, 5 aggregates in impulsion mind moment, 5 aggregates in registration mind moment, and registering mind moment, and 5 aggregates in life continuum. Okay, now we will start with mind of advanced consciousness. So mind of advanced consciousness also arises together with materialities. Then actually, mind of advanced is mentalities. In the materialities, without objects, the consciousness can arise. Without base, consciousness can arise in human realms. So it will arise depending on heart base or heart materialities. Now we have to understand what is really called heart materialities. How many materialities are there? They will arise as a clappers. At least there will be, in the heart materiality, there will be 10 types of materialities. I think you can see it. Unfortunately, we don't have electricity in Myanmar now. Okay, earth elements, you can see the water element, fire element, wind element. These are called 4 elements. And we also have color, smell, flavor. We also say oja means nutriment. These 8 are called unseparable materialities in one clappers. We have jivita. Jivita means life faculties. In every single kamata clappers, that means karma produce materialities, there will be life faculties. Then we can also say heart materialities as a 10th. That's why we can also say heart decade clappers. The heart materiality as 10. So depending on these heart materialities, mind of advanced consciousness arise. And when they arise, in the mentality, we can also say 4 aggregates. So this heart materiality is material aggregates. Now we may have 4 aggregates from the mentalities. So they will arise as groove. Then we have 4 more mental aggregates. Okay, now Vedana, feeling aggregates, Sanya, perception aggregates, then Chedana, volition, Phassa, contact, Ekakata, one-pointedness, Jidaniya, life faculties, Manasikara, intentions, Vitaka, energy application, Vichara, sustained application, Atimaka, decision, Viriya, efforts. So these groups are called Sankhara Khanda, starting from Chedana to Viriya. These are called Sankhara Khanda, formation brigades. And Chitta is Vijnana Khanda, the consciousness aggregates. So these are 5 aggregates in the moment of mind of advanced consciousness in the mental process. Similarly, you can also understand in javanas, important mind moments, the dharamana, registered mind moments, bhavanga, life continuum. It will be different number of mental factors, but there will be 5 aggregates. So here, one more thing. I have said, depending on heart materialities, 4 mental aggregate arise. So here, heart decade clappers, heart materiality in heart decade clappers is the base, and 4 mental aggregates are like the effects. So we can also say cause-effect relationship. The base is also the cause, the object is also the cause, then mental aggregates are the effects. So we can also understand another way. Base materialities are the cause and the mental aggregates are the effects. Among the mental aggregates, the last one, chitta. You can also understand the consciousness. It can also produce chitta kalapas. Chitta kalapas means mind-produced materialities. For example, when we are happy, our facial expressions is changed. Then when we are unhappy, our facial expressions is also changed. It's also changing. Why? It's produced by mind. It also changes our behavior. Our mind also can change our behavior, our facial expressions, our voice when speaking. So again, in brief, we can understand the mind can produce mind-produced materialities. We call chitta kalapas. So mind is the cause. Mind-produced materialities are the effects. We can also understand cause of a relationship like this. So in the very beginning, I will introduce cause of a relationship. Okay, then one more. In the rupa kalapas, now you can see 10 materialities in one kalapas. Among the 10, how much? So the 5 elements also can produce uddhacca kalapas. So 5 elements is the cause. Uddhacca rupas means temperature produced materialities will be the effect. Then again, oja. In the proper conditions, oja, nutritive essence in the rupa kalapas can also produce uddhacca kalapas. Uddhacca kalapas means nutriment produced materialities. So in every single kalapas, there will be 5 elements and nutriment. We can also say nutritive essence. 5 elements will produce temperature produced materialities, and nutritive essence will produce nutriment produced materialities. So there will be cause of a relationship in the materialities. Then again, we also have to talk about the causes of materialities. Since how materiality is karma produced materialities, is produced by our past karma. So in our previous Dhamma talk, we have explained there are 5 past causes. Among them, we also have said defilements. Also, we have karma. So now here we have avijja, ignorance of our past lives, will be the cause for harm materialities. Now we have tanha, craving. So attachment to this life in the past will be the cause of heart materialities. We have upadana, grasping or clinging. We have very strong attachments, or we have clinging to this life. This clinging is also the cause for heart materialities. Now we have accumulated karma or sankhara in our past lives. This sankhara also can be the cause for heart materialities. Then finally we have karma. In our near-death moments, the karma we have accumulated in the past will appear. Then the karmic force, karmic potentiality will be the cause for harm materialities. So these 5 are called 5 past causes. In every single karmacha rupas, we may have these 5 causes. So in this rupa kalapas, we have another one, jivita, life faculties. This also produced by all these 5. This is introduction to cause-effect relationship for one mind moment. Then we also have to introduce another way. We have 4 elements. They are interdependent. They have interrelationship. One of them can be the cause, 3 of them can be the effect. 2 of them can be the cause, 2 of them can be the effect. So any of them can be the cause, any of them can be the effect. They are interdependent, interrelationship. We have to understand this theory when we are learning Patthana. I'm planning to explain Patthana in the near future. That's why I introduce this one first. Then again, we have 4 mental aggregates. Vedana, feeling aggregate. Sanya, perception aggregate. Sankhara, formation aggregate. Vijnana, consciousness aggregate. So these are also interdependent. If feeling arises, all remaining 3 must arise. Similarly, if perception arises, remaining 3 must arise. They are also interdependent, interrelationship. We have to understand this theory in the Patthana also. So again, Bodhisattva. We are going to talk about cause-effect relationship in Bodhisattva mind moment. So you have learned this mind moment, the near-death moment. Mami, mind-abiding consciousness, then 5 impulsions, and also 2 registering minds or consciousness. After that, death moment, then reverse mind moment, then life continuing mind moment. We have learned in the middle process. Before explaining cause-effect relationship in this middle process, especially in the Bodhisattva, I should introduce one story. You may have known King Pasenadi Kosala, the king of the king of Savatthi. We can also say one of the Kenjan, right? Very well-known place. Everybody knows Savatthi, everybody knows Jetavana monastery. So one of his daughter is called Sumana Devi. In her past lives, she offered rice covered with jasmine flowers. She made an aspiration. That one is, may I be as lovely as this jasmine flower in my future existences. This is her aspiration. So you have to remember this one. She made aspiration. She wished to be lovely as, she wished to be a girl as lovely as jasmine flower. Her donation is offering rice covered with jasmine flower. So we can also understand defilements, which are Dana, Upadana, in her mental process, in her aspiration. So when she make aspiration, may I be a girl, a lovely girl, as lovely as a jasmine flower, the jasmine flowers. So according to ultimate reality or ultimate sense, we don't have lovely girl. There's only Namarupas. Then she has attachment to the life. She has very strong attachment, clinging to the life. That's the defilements. Then she offers rice with jasmine flowers. That is a sankhara she has done. It remains karmic potentiality it produces in near-death moments. it will appear in near-death moments as karmic force. It becomes karma. In this body life, at the time of the Buddha, she was beautiful. Also, her name is Sumana Devi. So this is the life. So one more thing here. When she was born as a girl, this is implicit in my moment. How many materialities arises in the reverse mind moment? The first one, Kaya, Tasaka, Bodhitaki Klapas. So we have already explained Hataki Klapas. Similarly, in the Bodhitaki Klapas, we may have 4 elements, as you have known: earth element, water element, fire element, wind element. Then we also have color, smell, taste or flavor, nutritive essence, life faculties. After that, body translucency. This rupas will arise in near-death, in the reverse, very beginning of the life. And the next one is bhava rupas, female sex materialities. So in reverse linking conscious mind moment, these bhava rupas, bhavataki klapas will arise together with reverse linking consciousness. Because it says taki klapas. 4 elements. After that, color, smell, flavor, nutritive essence, life faculties, then female sex materialities. In one klapas, there are 10 materialities. It will arise together with reverse linking consciousness. One more rupa klapas. It is Hadaya, Hataki klapas. I have explained in my previous slideshow. These 3 rupa klapas. In each rupa klapas, there are 10 types of materialities. Altogether, 30 types of materialities. So why these rupa klapas arises is produced by these causes. Because arising of avijja, ignorance, these 3 rupa klapas arises. These are called kamacha klapas, karma produce materialities. Ignorance, which is the cause, the karma produce materialities are the effect. Then tanha, attachment to the life as a girl, lovely girl. Because of this tanha, this kamacha rupa arises. Upadana, clinging to the life as a girl, these kamacha rupas arise. These are upadana, clinging is the cause. The 3 kamacha klapas are the effect. These are called defilements. Then this defilement was cause, action, sankara, the offer, rice, covered with jasmine flowers. This sankara is the cause. The 3 karma produce klapas are the effect. In her near-death moment, that sankara appear as karmic potentiality, karmic force. It produces this life. Karma is the cause. The 3 kamacha rupas are the effects. So altogether, there are 5 causes to produce reverse linking consciousness, also karma produce materialities. In the pre-study mind moments, there are also mental aggregates. In the mental aggregates, if we summarize, there will be only 4 aggregates. It will be different in numbers. Okay, here we have Vedana, feeling aggregates, Sanya, perception aggregates, Sankara. So Sankara will be from Cetana and many other mental factors in Sankara and Vijnana consciousness. So these are 4 mental aggregates. So Kaya, Bhava, Haraya, these three are material aggregates. Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana are mental aggregates. These mental aggregates are also produced by 5 past causes. So she was born as a lovely girl in this Buddha dispensation in Savatthi, as a daughter of King Pasenadi. So these are cause-effect relationship in the rebalancing consciousness. We have to add one more thing, that is base. So these 3 kalapas, Kama Broju kalapas at the base, especially harm materials at the base, and the 4 mental aggregates are the effects. The base also the cause. So depending on how materialities, these aggregates arise. That is why they have cause-effect relationship. And moreover, without objects, feeling aggregates cannot arise, perception aggregates cannot arise, formation aggregates cannot arise, consciousness aggregates cannot arise. That's when the aramana, the object means we cannot know what appear in the moment. Maybe jasmine flower may appear, or maybe rice appear, we don't know. So that objects can be the cause for Pradisandhi mental aggregates. So aramana, the object is also the cause, the 4 mental aggregates are the effects. We have to understand cause-effect relationship in every single mind moment. This is the first mind moment in our life. This is the first relationship, cause-effect relationship in our life. As I have explained previous week, Dhamma talk, how to discern past lives. Now we have to explain how to discern cause-effect relationship. Then again, if we are going to talk about Bhavanka mind moments, it will be not much different, but slightly different. In the Bhavanka mind moments, Kaya, Polytechnic Klapas, Bhava, Sextechnic Klapas, then Haraya, Hamatilities. Then we have Pradisandhi mind moments. It also can produce mind-produced materialities. That's why. Okay, sorry. So for these 3 Kamaja Rupas, we have past causes, which are ignorance, Tanha, craving, Upadana, clinging, Sankhara, formations, Karma, karmic potentiality. So these 5 are the cause for these 3 Rupa Kalapas, Kamaja Kalapas, as we have explained in Pradisandhi. In Bhavanga, we have a few more, because Pradisandhi, mind moment also can produce. This is consciousness. Consciousness also can produce Tirja Rupas, mind produce materialities. Then we also have another one, Udrija Rupas. So every single Kalapas that arise together with Pradisandhi, there is also 5 elements. That 5 elements also can produce. That's one, Udrija Rupas. And Arja Rupas. Actually, in the first Bhavanga, Arja Rupa cannot arise. Not yet arise. But when mother eats foods, then it will be supporting cause for the baby in the mother's womb. At the time, there will be Arja Kalapas. Not in the first Bhavanga. But for all other Bhavanga, to understand all other Bhavanga, I just add Arja Kalapas here. Okay? But not really arising at the moment after reverse. Immediately after reverse. is not yet arising. Okay, these are the causes. Then again, for mental aggregates, it will be the same past causes. Also, we have Aramana, present causes. Aramana also past causes. Both Patisandhi, reviving in consciousness, and Bhavanga, life continuance, consciousness, will take near-death moment karma object as near-death moment object. That is why Aramana is the object here. Aramana is the cause here. Then we have to understand all other Bhavanga mind moments. It will be the same. But one more thing here, precedent. Later we have to study Patthana. Okay, I have to give one simile. As long as there's the king in a country, throne prince cannot be the king. When he can dethrone the king, or when he kill or assassinate the king, or when the king pass away, he can become the king. Ancient time, not now. So that means, like previous king pass away, he can gain the throne. You may know Nati Pajayo, disappearance. So as long as I'm sitting in one chair, on the chair, nobody can sit on it. If I leave, then somebody can come and sit on the chair where I sat before. Similarly now, preceding one perish, that's when succeeding one can arise. Because two mind moments cannot arise at the same time. So in the case of Bhavanga mind moment, Patisandhi is also the cause. The Bhavanga can be the effect. Preceding mind moment and succeeding mind moment can be cause of a relationship, according to the Patthana. We call Anandara Pachaya, Samanandara Pachaya, Upanisaya Pachaya, Nati Pachaya, Vikata Pachaya. 5 pachayas, right? Later we have to explain that one. Maybe next week, maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, now electricity come. So now again, we have to introduce Ainto mental process. So this mental process will be with the first mental process. You can also say the last mental process. Okay, after that, I will not explain anything about this method. Okay, it will be very heavy for you. I also understand. But if I don't explain also, anyway, you can get record, right? You can get recording. Later, you can also review after learning all the chapters. Okay, now Ainto mental process. You have to know. Trying to remember the lady, the girl who made the aspiration to be a lovely girl, Somana Devi. When she saw the Buddha, then she can see clearly Buddha is also designable object. Then there will be Ainto mental process. Ti means past Bhavanga. Na means Bhavanga Chalana, trembling Bhavanga. Ta means Bhavangupachita, arrest Bhavanga. Then Pa means Panjarara Vajana, Fido adverting consciousness. And Jami, Chaku Vinyana, eye consciousness. Sami, Sampritana, receiving consciousness, receiving my moment. Sandirana, investigation. Utana me, Wu me Utana, the me determination, or determining consciousness. After that, J me, Javanas, impulsions. Ta me, the Dharma, registering. So this mental process will arise in her thought process. As soon as he saw the Buddha, that one will arise. So we have to understand 5 aggregates in every single mind moment. There will be 5 aggregates in every single mind moment. We also have to know Namarupas. mentalities and materialities. So I have a set in her life. We have Kaya, Paritaki Klapas, her materialities, also sex materialities, and many other Klapas, right? So now, in a reverse past Bhavanga. This is also Bhavanga. Connection not very stable. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, but
okay, so this is also Bhavanga mind moments. Okay, we should start with very easier way, Kamacha Klapas. In our lifetime, we may have many Kamacha Klapas. For example, Ein Teke Klapas. This also Kamacha Klapas. Ear also, Ear Teke Klapas, Nose Teke Klapas, Tongue Teke Klapas, Body Teke Klapas. These are Kamacha Rupas. As we have known, heart materialities, heart Teke Klapas, also sex materiality, sex Teke Klapas. These are also Kamacha Klapas. In every single Kamacha Klapas, they all must be past causes. When we grow older and older, our karma also become weaker and weaker, right? That's why our eyesight become very poor. Our ears become poor. When karmic power become very powerful, very strong, eyesight still good. Ear also still good because of past karma. It's also necessary, present effort, right? We have to take care of ourselves. Anyway, so the main thing is, as long as there's a karma produce materialities, there must be past causes. We have to understand, as we have learned before, avijja, ignorance is the cause. Karma produce materialities are the effect. Tanha, craving is the cause. The karma produce materialities are the effect. Upadana, clinging is the cause. Karma produce materialities are the effect. In the case of the girl, Sumana Devi, attachment to the life, ignorance about her life, especially lovely girl, as a lovely girl, right? This is called avijja, tanha, upadana. They also arise as a mental process. They are the causes, and kamaja rupas are the effects. Moreover, we also have two more, sankhara. The karma has accumulated, or foreign rise together with the jasmine flower, give me the cause. Kamaja klapas are the effects. Then we have kama fox, kama potentiality is the cause. Kamaja klapas are the effects. These five are called past causes. They are not in the present. There can be present causes. Okay, it will be many different things. Okay. Then a few more things we have to understand. There can be present cause of a relationship in the rupas, materialities. For example, citta, consciousness. In the past bhavanga consciousness, the consciousness also can produce materialities. That's why citta, the consciousness is the cause, then citta rupas, mind produce materialities are the effects. Then every single kamacha kalapas, or citta kalapas, or any rupa kalapas, there is udu, temperature. We have such 5 elements. It's the cause. Then uduja rupas are the effects. Then again, hara, nutriment, or nutritive essence in every single rupa kalapas. The nutritive essence is also the cause, and the uduja kalapa, haraja kalapas, nutriment produce materialities is the effect. So, kamacha rupas are produced by past causes. The citta, uduja, haraja kalapas are produced by present causes. So we also have present supporting causes. Okay, now for mental aggregates. You have already know feeling aggregates, perception aggregates, then formation aggregates, then consciousness aggregates. So bhavangas are also resulting consciousness. So you have to review the resulting consciousness in the chapter 1. Every single resulting consciousness, there are past causes. So that means because of arising of avijja, feeling arises. Because of arising of tanha, feeling arises. Because of arising of upadana, feeling arises. Because of arising of sankhara, feeling arises. Because of arising of karma, karmic fox or karmic potentiality, feeling arises. Feeling arises. So we have to understand the say in remaining aggregates. Then whenever there is mental aggregates, there must be present causes. They are what to the base, like heart materialities. It can be the cause for feeling aggregates, perception aggregates, formation aggregates, and consciousness aggregates. Then we also have aramana, the object. The object is also the cause for mental aggregates. And moreover, we have phassa. Although here I talk about phassa, it covers all remaining mental factors and mentalities. For example, feeling arise together with 33 other rupas. So altogether 34. Right? Among the 34, feeling is the effect, remaining 33 will be the cause. Similarly, sanya, sankhara, sanya perceptions. Perception will arise together with 33 mentalities. So remaining 33 mentalities are the cause, then perception is the effect. You can also understand the saying, sankhara na vijnana. Then preceding one. Before past bhavanga, before atita bhavanga, there's also bhavanga mind moment. Preceding bhavanga mind moment is the cause, then past bhavanga is the effect. So these are present causes that give rise to 4 mental aggregates. And again, bhavanga chalana, mental aggregates, material aggregates first. It will be the same. Kamaja rupas are produced by 5 past causes. Similarly, citta, broju, citta, udu, broju, uduja, ara, broju, araja. We also have 4 mental aggregates. Produced by 5 past causes, produced by 4 present causes. Again, Bangopachera. Kama broju materialities produced by 5 past causes. Citta produce, citta, udu broju, uduja, ara broju, haraja. The mental aggregate also produced by 5 past causes, 4 present causes. But when we are going to study Panchadhara Vajana, material aggregates will be the same. Kamanja Kalapas produced by 5 past causes. Then we also have 3 present causes and 3 present effects. But for mental aggregates, it will be different. Feeling aggregates, perception aggregates, formation aggregates, and consciousness aggregates. Since phyto-adhivadin consciousness is functional consciousness, that's why it was not produced by past causes. If there's a resulting consciousness, there will be past causes. Now, Pancharara Vajana, the phyto-adhivadin consciousness is functional. That is why no past causes, only the present causes. Vachu, the base, aramana, the object, phassa, I have said before, then precedent, my moment. So in the Pancharara Vajana, we have only 5 past causes for Kamaja Rupas, but for mental aggregates, no past causes, only present causes. Then again, Chakku Vijnana. You have known 5 past causes. In the Kama, Kamaja Kalabas, there are 5 past causes. Also, we have 3 present causes and 3 present effects. In feeling, for mental aggregates also, produced by 5 past causes. Also, we also have 4 present causes. So in I consciousness, when we study in rootless consciousness or non-rooted consciousness, you may have no I consciousness. There are many other present causes for I consciousness. For example, there must be iron translucency, iron base. So here, in the sense of iron consciousness, there must be iron base. If our eyesight is very poor, we cannot see it. Iron base is included in Kamaja Kalapas, produced by 5 past causes. Then there must be physical objects, aramana. This is present cause. So, without specific objects, if objects are unclear or very far or very dim, we're going to see it. Aramana is also one of the cause. Moreover, there must be the light between the color and the eye. In the dark room, we cannot see. That's why we have additional cause. It's aloka, the light. It will be different from all other mind moments. So, in brief, in the iron consciousness, mental aggregates, there are 5 present causes, 5 past causes. 5 past causes are avijja, tanha, upadana, sankhara, kama. And 5 present causes are vachu mean base, iron translucency, aramana, the objects, visible objects, phassa, associated mental factors and consciousness, precedent mind moments. Okay, like here we can say Pancharara Vajana is also the cause. Finally, we can say aloka, the light, is also one of the cause. Then again, sampadicana, receiving consciousness. In the receiving consciousness, so Kamaja Rupas, 5 past causes, or in the case of material aggregates, 5 causes, and present effects are the same. Also in the mental aggregates, 5 past causes, present 4 causes will be the same, but there will be additional. So without eye contact, receiving mind cannot arise. Not only receiving all remaining mind moments, like now here, samritana, receiving, santirana, investigating, whatever, determining, Javana, impulsions, the dharamana, registering, all this mind cannot arise without eye contact. That's why eye contact is additional causes, one of the additional cause in samdhichana, and all remaining mind moments in this mental process. So sadhana will be the same. No much difference. Bhodhavana, no past causes for mental aggregates. Because Bhodhavana is also called manasikara, intention. So this is also functional consciousness. That is why no past causes for mental aggregates. There will be only 5 past causes for kamacha kalapas. Then again, the first javana, the first impulsion mind moment, it will be the same. 5 past causes for kamacha kalapas, but no 5 past causes for mental aggregates. There's one more thing here. The one is manasikara, intention. We also call Bhodhavana as intention, manasikara. Determine, but we translate as a determining. There are, actually, when we talk about mental process, we have already say javana patipadaka manasikara. That's the Bhodhavana. Okay, so it will arise because of manasikara. That's why it's also one of the cause. So remaining javanas will be the same. It will be a little bit different from the dharamana. The dharamana and aggregates. This is a residing consciousness. Then for material aggregates, it will be the same, nothing different. And for mental aggregates, there will be 5 past causes. Then we don't have any more manasikara in the mind moments, only eye contact. So these are cause and effect relationship in the Untitled Abhidhamma consciousness. Okay, we should go back to the stories. The girl, when she saw the Buddha in this life, in current life, when she was born in Savatthi, then the entitlement process will arise. Before we are going to discern vipassana, we have to discern cause-effect relationship. So we must discern all these cause-effect relationship in every single mind moment. Similarly, when she listened to a discourse from the Buddha, there will be enlightenment process. So if the cause-effect relationship will be similar, only one thing will be different. The one is Chakku Vijnana will be Soda Vijnana. Then the base will be ear base, ear translucency. That thing will be different. All remaining cause-effect relationship will be the same. Then smelling, tasting, or touching. Then similarly thinking many different things according to the mental process and the mind moments. There will be different cause-effect relationship. We have to understand everything, but I also understand that one will be very heavy for new learners. I can avoid, right? It will be very messy for you, very difficult for you, but anyway, it will be useful when you study Abhidhamma in the near future. Okay, so now, today we just talk about cause-effect relationship, different origination, 5th method. So for the first method, which apajya sankhara, I think even you read in the books is very clear already, and you can also understand. That's why I will not explain thoroughly, very much in detail. So if I have a chance, next week, we will start Patana. Okay? We will introduce Patana. I make it easier and shortcuts, but I'm not sure how easy it will be for you or how difficult it will be for you. Okay, so in the Buddha's teaching, especially when we are going to practice Vipassana, we have to practice systematically, like a discerning, in the very beginning, establishing concentration, discerning mental process, mentalities, and materialities, rupaklapas. Then we also have to design cause-effect relationship. What's the cause? What's the effect? Without the cause, there cannot be anything. There's always cause-effect relationship. This is according to Buddha's teaching. So when we are going to practice Vipassana, we also have to know cause-effect relationship in many different ways. Then, after understanding cause-effect relationship, if we can overcome doubt about the past, present, and future, we can start contemplating ultimate materialities, mentalities, and their causes as anicca, dukkha, anatta. That we call Vipassana. So if we learn Abhidhamma, at least we can also understand ultimate realities, cause-effect relationship. It will be for our parami. Okay, now as conclusion, may you all be able to practice the three trainings, Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Also, may you all be able to attain the liberations and of the suffering, Nibbana. Sādhu,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So I will start with one question from some yogi. So the question is, when discerning many past life, can a meditator understand what heavy karma he had committed in the past life? For example, like if he had learned samatha, vipassana, meditation from a living Buddha before, how did Buddha teach? How did he practice? And for example, if he had committed any of the 6 types of heavy akusala karma in the past.
Okay, it depends on the karma, right? Actually, if he has already committed heavy karma in the past, he cannot be reborn as a human being now. In near past, past life, for example, right? He cannot be reborn as a human being now. So maybe very far past lives, it will be possible. Then one more thing, like to see the Buddha is a little difficult to say, because when we are discerning past lives with insight knowledge, we can see only aggregates. Sorry, we can discern only clinging aggregates. We cannot discern the aggregates. So Buddha is a non-clinging aggregates, just aggregates. So by Vipassana, we cannot see the Buddha. But like hearing instruction or practicing at the time of the Buddha, it will be possible. Okay? We cannot know is a Buddha or not. Then another thing is that if we practice psychic power, we can know the Buddha. We can see the Buddha. Then we can also get instruction of the Buddha. We can also know clearly. But the main thing is mighty karma. Okay, if we have committed mighty karma, heavy karma in very far past lives, if we have to discern many past lives, we can know. If we just discern a few past lives, we cannot know. Okay, so for about samatha vipassana meditation, we can also say vijja seat and charana seat, knowledge and contact in the past. We can know knowledge and contact in our past lives. It's possible. How we practice samatha, how we practice vipassana in the past.
There's a follow-up question is, when discerning his future, can a meditator know if any of his destructive karma or heavy karma is going to take effect at some point in time?
In the near future. Actually, future is changeable. We cannot say exactly. For example, now when you are discerning, okay, when you're practicing vipassana, you may have future lives. Right? When your inside knowledge becomes very mature, you may not have future life anymore. You can take advantage in this very life, right? Future is changeable. That's why we can know some part of obstructed karma possible, but we cannot know. Is it not full of uncertainty? We can say like that, right? It's not very sure. The future is changeable.
Question is, if a person aspire to be a Buddha or chief disciple or great disciple of future Buddha, when he is practicing dependent origination, will he be able to verify that? And will he be able to check if he has got definite prophecy from a living Buddha before?
Okay. So in this case, actually, what's like a normal Vipassana, we cannot see the Buddha. Right? But what's psychic power, we can see Buddha. So what inside knowledge is not very sure. But one more thing, when he stopped improving in Sankarupa Kanyana, the knowledge of equanimity, to our formation, or Nulama Jnana, confirmative knowledge, we can say he was like a future Buddha or Practical Buddha or something like that, right? If they have made aspiration to become Buddha, they cannot improve more than that. Only that thing can happen. So we cannot say exactly what they can see the Buddha or not. Okay.
Thank you, Bante. I would like to ask you the question of today. There in process, the additional very important mental factor very important factor in process of either mental process. It was in 7 Javana process. Okay. The question about Manashikara, attention, the factor of Manashikara. Because it seems is very important. This Manashikara, it appears in Javana impulsion. But I understood that Manashikara is universal, of seven universal. Yeah. So how it is that it's universal, it seems to be always present. And why is so? Okay. Why is not mentioned in these 7 javanas and not in the previous? Okay. Yeah, this if it's universal.
Okay, yeah, okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, in the sense of Vatavana, determining consciousness is not universal. Okay, universal, 7 universal Manasikara will arise in every single mind moment.
Yeah.
Okay? That one is only basic Manasikara for Javana. Determination is basis foundation Manasikara for Javana. Okay, 2 different Manasikara. Okay, one is the foundation, the other one is universal. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
The question is, when discerning past life, a meditator may see images of other beings in his past life. Is it possible for him to know who are these beings and their relationship, and who are they in the present life? If it is possible, how he discern that? Is this the domain of psychic power?
Okay, for psychic power is possible. For inside knowledge is impossible. We can see other living beings. We can know who they are in this very life. It's almost impossible, right? So we just know our past causes and also our knowledge and contact in the past. That's all, no more than that.
So can a person check if he has practiced psychic power before in his past life? Some teacher ever said that meditator is able to revive their past ability, for example, past psychic power. Is this true?
Actually, okay, we're gonna say revive, right? This never strange question to me also. So that means if they have practiced in the past, it will be easier for him or her to practice in this very life. So this past can support present life, right? It will be easier for her, him or her. It can be like that. But we're gonna say revive. Okay?
Còn Miss Sayadaw. Good evening, Sayadaw. May Sayadaw be happy, healthy, long life, and peacefully. Sayadaw, please advise what part of Paticca Samuppada we must cut to Nibbana.
Actually, we cannot cut, right? So Paticca Samuppada is not for cutting, just for discerning. This is cause and relationship, right? Okay, one more thing. I mean, when we attain path and fruition knowledge, or when we have like a insight knowledge, for example, right? Then we may have less defilements, right? Less defilements. Also we have less karma. Then there will be we can cut gradually. So the main thing is we must cut defilements. If we can cut or eradicate defilements, then there cannot be any new karma. There cannot be any new rebirth. Okay. So if we summarize, cut the defilement rounds. Okay.
Okay, Sayadaw. Thank you very much.
So the next question is, in Pa'aut textbook, it mentioned that Buddha taught 5 methods of dependent origination, and in Pa'aut, meditator practice only method 1 and 5. What are their differences? Which method is more important and why?
Okay, so it depends on the meditators, okay? So we can use any method, it's okay. So for example, 5th method. Today I talk about 5th method, which is 5 Aggregate method. The first method is Avijja Paccaya Sankhara, because of reason Avijja Sankhara arise. Actually, I have already write down in the booklet. So Avijja also made the process. Sankhara also made the process. Because of reason Avijja made the process, Sankhara made the process arise. Religious and cause have a relationship like that. So that one is more common in all over the world. Many people know that the first method. Okay? So 5th method is today I explained. This is the 5 Aggregate method. This is 5th method. So these are a little bit different. Okay.
When the meditator is able to discern dependent origination, the cause and effect, how does this knowledge change his life? How can he apply this knowledge in his life to be useful?
Okay, the main thing is we can overcome and talk about the past, present, and future. So we may believe there's a past lives. We also have there's a future lives. We can also know there's a present life, right? But the main thing is you may know the one Pali word, Chula Sodapanna, lesser Sodapanna, or small Sodapanna, right? If we have discerned cause and effect relationship, then we become Chula Sodapanna. This is the one thing. Now we also have to say another way. So after discerning cause and effect relationship like that, then it will be very big foundations for our practice, you know? Okay, then many other things, like karma ownership knowledge. We believe in karma more. Before we can know past and present relationship or karma ownership, especially past karma approach this life, if we cannot know very clearly in the past, we have less confidence with the karma and its effects. If we can discern very well, we can know karma would give its results in the future. We have stronger confidence about the karma. Okay, so that thing can change the life. You may know karma ownership knowledge. We have stronger karma ownership knowledge after discerning dependent origination.
Bhante, Mara are beings living in heavenly plane. What caused them to be reborn as Mara? Can one make aspiration to be Mara and doing evil to beings?
Actually, to be reborn as a Mara, we must have good karma. Okay, one more thing we have to understand. Not all Mara are bad. Okay? So some Maras are bad, some Maras are good. We can say 2 different things. Okay, the main thing is, without wholesome karma, we cannot be reborn as a Mara. We must have good foundations, good karma, right? Even to be reborn as a Kensaka, we must have very powerful karma, right? we must be obedient, we must take care of our parents, and many other duties, many other additional practice. We can also say qualities. We have to build up our qualities to be able as a kinsaka. So similar to be able as a mara, we cannot know how many things we have to fulfill. Anyway, we must have good foundations, good practice, then we can be able. But when we have bad habits, although we are born as a deva, we may have bad habits. This is the past life, influenced by past lives. Okay? So Mara is also the same because of his past karma. Good karma will produce as a Mara, but because of bad habits, then he has evil minds, disturb many people. Usually when you read the great canonical of the Buddha, like a Dusi Mara, then or the disturb one of the Buddha disciple, then he was reborn in the hell like that. Right? So Mara also can be reborn in the hell if they have bad minds. Okay?
Thank you, Bhante. As part of the dependent origination practice, a meditator makes an aspiration to be reborn as Brahma. After that, he enters into jhana. Emerging from jhana, he discerns his future life. He may see that he is reborn as Brahma. By entering into jhana, can it change a person's future?
Actually, although he made aspiration to be reborn as a Brahma, but when he passed away, if he cannot enter into jhana, he cannot be reborn as a Brahma. So by entering jhana, can we change our future? This is not very sure. Not very sure. It depends on our sustainment, how we can sustain jhana. So at the time of the Buddha, you may have known like a Alara, Akalama, Udakarama Buddha. They contain immaterial jhanas. Then they were reborn as immaterial Brahmas. But they don't have a choice. But in Buddha's time, we have a choice. If we don't wish to be reborn as immaterial Brahma, we can enter into asset concentration. We can be reborn as a Deva or a human being. Right? So it depends on our skill, masteries, and how we can maintain. That we can change our future. If we cannot maintain, then we are not sure. Okay?
When one becomes Chula Sotapanna, can they discern dependent origination? What is the level?
Okay, this is
what is the level they?
What is it?
What is the level they must reach to be a Chula Sotapanna?
Okay, so that means Chula Sotapanna is if we can discern past and present cause of a relationship, or present and future cause of a relationship. If we discern, right, 3, no doubt about the past, no doubt about the future, no doubt about the present. We call overcoming doubts. Sotapanna also overcome the doubts. Right? So one more thing. You also mentioned what level they must reach. Okay. I have to explain from the very beginning. If we can discern 4 elements and also rupa kalapas in all about the bodies, then if we can discern mentalities with mental process, discern in every mind moment, if we can discern both nama rupas very clearly and thoroughly, this is called the purifications of view. We can overcome 20 types of identity views. So Sotapanna also can overcome wrong view, right? So now Chula Sotapanna also can overcome 20 types of Sakayaditi, identity view. Then based on that nama rupas, we have to discern cause of a relationship. When we can discern cause of a relationship, we have to discern present, past, future. We overcome about the doubts. We can talk about the past, present, future. We can also, if we summarize, with discerning nama rupas, we overcome identity view. Descending dependent origination, we can overcome doubt about past, present, future. That's when they are called Chula Sotapanna. As you know, Sotapanna can overcome Titi and then Vicikicca, wrong view and then doubt, right? So when they can descend dependent originations, we can also say it's Chula Sotapanna already. Special level, right? Already. Now, one more thing, if they can maintain that level, maintaining Chula Sotapanna level, they will be reborn in higher destination. But maybe they can, in near future, okay? That means in next life or near future lives, they can attain Sotapanna easily.
So this question is from Sister Yi Aye. May I ask that the person is brain dead, what will be the mental process? If do ventilator off,
ventilator to continuous living, right?
Yes.
To sustain his life.
Yeah. If switching it off, can it be akusala? Sādhu, Sādhu, Sādhu.
Okay, sure. This is a very common question everywhere, right?
Yeah. So 2 questions.
Okay. The first one is what's mental process, right?
Yeah, mental process.
So
brain death.
So mental process. Okay. So we cannot know what kind of mental process. One more thing. If he can stay here, it can be aero mental process, for example, right? We cannot know if he can stay here or not. So for about like other thoughts, thinking, we cannot know what kind of thought process it will be. Mental process, huh? We cannot know what kind of mental process. It can be his past memory or anything. So another like a removing dimension, huh?
Yeah.
So that one is actually okay. I have asked similar questions as asked in US. One of the doctors also explained that one. So if there's previously I also misunderstand. If they remove is it like a killing, right? So he just explains if there's somebody who can offer their brain to replace, right, for surgery, and 2 or 3 days, and then I don't know how many hours, around 2 days or something like that, and he can live. If they can do some surgery when somebody offers the brain, he can survive like this. So here I cannot say exactly is it killing or not, right? So it depends on many other situations. Maybe that one's yes, and then he sees it doctor maybe. She may know that one a little bit more. So that it depends. If she can still survive within maybe after 2 or 3 days, we're gonna say killing. Right? It depends on many other conditions. If we remove, he die immediately, then we are killing. Sure. This is also binary pattern. Okay.
Sādhu, in one single moment of mental process, example, eye contact, can we cut off the jhavana? Sanya be not arise, it is possible?
It's impossible. If mental process arises, we cannot cut anymore. Right? So that means if you close eyes, you cannot see anything. You can cut idle mental process, right? If you have already seen, you cannot cut anymore. That will be mental process. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Sādhu.
Okay, thank you, Bhante. May Bhante lead us in making aspiration and sharing of merits, please.
Okay. Itawadaja amehi sambadam bunya sambadam sabbe deva numodandu sabba sambadi siriya idam me nyadinam hodu sukhida hondu nyadayo idam me nyadinam hodu sukhida hondu nyadayo idam me nyadinam hodu sukhida hondu nyadayo idam me bunyam azavakaya waham hodu idam me bunyam nibbanasa vajayo hodu mama bunya bhagam savasadanam bhajemi te sabbe me samam bunya bhagam labandu.
Sādhu, Sādhu, Sādhu. Thank you, Bhante, for today's teaching. And thank you, everyone, for your time and participation. Till we meet on next Saturday. May all be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.